We're back. Game 2 is about to start. Where, let's see what I want to sideboard here. We're gonna unlock the sideboard, of course. I think Hurkyl's Recall comes out. I think Merchant Scroll comes out. These are our weaker draw spells. I think Neil's Spellbombs come in because they are card advantage 2 and they cut off his grave, and he's shown that he likes Snapcaster Mages, he likes Yawgmoth's Will. I think they'll be very good against the opposing Yawgmoth's Will deck. Maybe Abrupt Decay would be good here too, where maybe we can cut Brainstorm perhaps in the event, because we saw red there. And these Grixis control decks do like to win through Time Vault. And if they don't, he's still probably running Dak Fane. So I think Mystical Tutor is the next card to be cut. And perhaps Vampiric Tutor even. Probably not. I don't know. I also suspect Toleron will not be a good way to be winning here. I suspect many things. Another card at Engine, probably Preordain, ends up getting cut as our final 2 cards. I like that configuration. Let's see how it works out. Where we got both Spellbombs, Snapcaster, Preordain. Man, chock full. Let's keep this. So I'm probably going to open with a land Preordain to try and find a second source of mana, and then Neil Spellbomb, where his deck does not win quick unless he just immediately pops out with the Time Ball combo, and that's really the true power of these Grixis control decks, where it's as you saw with the last opponent we played against, where sometimes they just have the total nuts in addition to being a hardline powerful control deck. And unfortunately I did keep a hand with no counter magic, so if this is a turn 1 recall, we're going to be struggling to keep up here. Grafdigger's Cage. Okay. Looks like Abrupt Decay was the right choice then, because he's trying to cut off our storm route. 19 Library, Underground Sea of our own. We're gonna cast a Preordain. Dig through time. I don't know how potent Dig is at the moment. Flush a Storm I want to have because it's a counter spell. And I think I want to jam the Spellbomb here too. He seems very resource light at the moment. But then again, we don't have any counter magic. All it takes is top deck recall, and somebody's back in the game. It's high variance format, high powered format. Vintage really feels like it's just kind of like a big. It feels a little like an EDH game, I think. Because both players are doing stupid big things, but the point is, they only need to be 10 mana, 12 mana spells. The deck configurations are just so powerful and over the top, it's alright. Oh, he's drawn his Singleton Strip Mine. This looks like it's a Time Walk. Okay, sure. And now he's going to follow it up with the last card in hand being nothing. Alright. If he still Strip Mines us though, that'd be a total bummer. Strip mining us off of blue-black would totally suck. I think he's weighing his options here. He knows he's resource light, and he needs to take he needs to take an angle and hope that we're going to be mana screwed for a while, and that gives him the time to draw back into the game. Now we have a Mox Pearl, and I think we're going to use the Pearl to cast Spellbomb. And if he counters this one, that'd be a bummer. Where we're mana screwed and he has no resources in hand. And unfortunately, it'd be much easier for him to just top deck a random broken spell than us to top deck a land. Snapcaster Mage, alright. Okay, he's going for beats. He's just going to go for the old-fashioned Ambush Viper beatdown. Which again might not be the worst strategy in his position. where we're resource light, he's resource light. And he's going to get in his beats while he can. Wow, alright, so we're top decking like gold here. So we're going to cast, or we're going to crack a Scalding Tarn, get ourselves another black land. And at this point, I want to keep Flusterstorm up. And at the end phase, if Flusterstorm doesn't matter, then that's fine. Yeah, and a turn. Now I think I want to crack this. Yep, and then I want to draw a card. Ooh, and this looks like a Snapcaster Mage on. Oh no! And this is what I was worried about. It's going to be a Dig Through Time. Oh yes. Okay. So Dig Through Time is going to resolve, and that totally sucks for us. On the flip side, he is tapped out now, and he forgot to attack with Snapcaster Mage. Or maybe he didn't, because we had blue mana and he's afraid we have a Snapcaster Mage. This seems like a very, very weird back and forth. Very interesting back and forth. And I did screw up on the Spellbind, and I think I should have waited on a little more. I tried to cash it in, and I got punished by it. Whereas I knew he had 8 mana available. Man. Playing the game within the game here. Here's another land. We're actually getting a little overloaded on mana here. Absolutely. Here's Snapcaster coming in. Unfortunately, I do think it looks like there's going to be a game where we're going to have to use Snapcaster to flashback a Preordain, perhaps. I'm going to cast Corrupt Decay on this Grafdigger's Cage. And then we're going to use Snapcaster Mage to flashback a Preordain, which seems like a totally anemic play. The Empiric Tutor, we're going to crack in response, and we're going to burn a Flusterstorm on it. Oh, yeah, burn a Flusterstorm. Which I'm really not in the business of letting him draw more cards. Him resolving that Dig Through Time was pretty devastating, but I think we're starting to swing back here. Or Flusterstorm, where the storm count is did he cast anything this turn? Where it's Fuzzdrand, Snapcaster Mage. Correct. Yeah, Storm is going to be 3, but it's going to tap him out. As a total misplay on my part, it's going to resolve anyway. Whoopsie daisy. And this looks like he's going to be getting, I don't know, maybe a recall here to try and push forward more card advantage. That was a total misplay on my part. Between a Flusterstorm not actually being a hard counter, even though I keep talking about artificially inflating the storm count. I'm very bad at this game. And popping the Neil Spellbomb too early and getting punished by the Dig Through Time, which is what the Spellbomb comes in to stop. This seems like a bad game for us. This seems like we're in a bad position here. I fear we might be going to a game 3, but it's still too early to tell. He's thinking, though. He's thinking about maybe going for some kind of value play where he's going to try and tinker. It seems like he'd be trying to tinker. He doesn't actually draw a card. Undoes his last draw. That's an interesting way to do it. That's weird. So he draws a card. Alright. Then we're going to take our turn. Well, alright, too much. So now I think, unfortunately, we're going to be casting... Yeah. Looks like we're casting Snapcaster Mage. Snapcaster Mage is going to be here for the fucking Preordain. Which seems like a totally anemic play. Yeah. And then we're going to flash back to Preordain. Oh, gross. More mana. The Force of Will is a little too late here. Alright, we need to draw some gold. Demonic Tutor. It's not gold. And he's going to tinker into... He's either going to be casting Recall or Tinker here. In my mind, those are the only two options. Neither. Wow. 8 mana. I wonder if he vamped into another dig through time for card advantage. That'd be very interesting. Where it's playing this Drago game against him does not seem like the best use of resources, but we do have a Force Will now. Man. Oh, we have a second Force Will now. Alright. I'm really not a fan of playing this kind of Drago game, though. Where I think we wanted Demonic Tutor into Recall. I don't know. I think we're gonna go for it. I think I want a Demonic Tutor into a Recall. I'm getting a little impatient here. I'm afraid of what he has to play with. We're gonna be getting we wonder if his plan is superior and we want to be following his game plan. And then I would just want to Recall immediately, I would think. And he's gonna respond here. 4 Notion Thief. Wow, and we're gonna have to counter that, and we get blown out here. Yeah. Oh yeah. And that's game right there. Yep. No chance. Alright, so what have we learned? What have we learned? Alright, so... Game 3 it is.